Hey there, warriors! Remember, the first rule of the Fight Club: never talk about the Fight Club. But today we're going to talk about the classroom rules. The first rule is, speaking of the Fight Club, to show strength of character, to give a good first impression. Remember, the first impression is usually lasting, so it's better to make a good one. The second rule is, I know, right, too many rules, is to never give orders, but instead instructions. Suggest them peacefully. You don't want them to feel like they're bossed around. The third rule is problem solving. You gotta be professional, take it easy, don't take yourself too seriously. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm a teacher, everyone should respect me, no problem should be allowed. Problems will happen, and chances are you're gonna be included whether you want it or not, even though you should try to not be included. Never enter a problem so you wouldn't have to exit it. The fourth rule is, if you want to be a good trainer, you don't have to just give the information. Like, it's gotta be 20% you and 80% the students. You gotta make them talk, like practice and stuff. And on the bright side, you get to finish your manga while they're doing that. The fifth rule is to be motivated. If you're just bored and not in the mood that day, call in sick. Just don't teach. The sixth rule is to remember that it's better to vary the ways in order to make understanding better. If people just hear, they retain about 30% of the information. But if they hear and see, then they will retain more. But if they hear, see, and say, practice what they learned, it's gonna be about 70%. So make them hear, see, say, and do. Because if they do, they're gonna recall it way better. Now we're gonna give some tips on how to prepare your course pack. The first tip is to be flexible. Not that flexible, you're not a yoga trainer. And yes, I'm one of those who wear suit with pajama in online meetings. The third tip is good preparation. Usually 1 hour training requires at least 4 hours of preparation. You know, like this video, it's just 3 minutes, but it's probably more than 30 minutes unedited footage. The third tip is you gotta be brief. Like, don't give them too much details from the start. You gotta present a brief, something brief and precise, and then you can extend from there. Fourth is use visual aids. Not this visual aid. The fifth tip is to gamify your teaching. Make it with various activities and games. But you gotta keep in mind that you have to explain the game rules at the beginning. Explain them clearly. Make clear goals on why are you playing these games. You're not just playing for the sake of playing. And then keep those goals in mind during the game. Now we're gonna talk about PPT making, PowerPoint presentation. You gotta make it clear, like 3 lines and 3 words. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but just to be clear. Nobody would want to read too much info in it. Don't make it cramped or stuffed with information. To wrap this up, I gotta tell you, this is not an exact science. You can do whatever you want. Just be creative and make it fun for you and for everyone. And take care.